okay? It is making you who you're supposed to be so that you can get something better, okay? What's good, family? It's KMOOOOO. If you didn't know, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to your girl. And if you ain't subscribed, you MOOG, missing out on a goddess, okay? All right. How y'all doing today? Okay. Put that in the comment section, you know what I'm saying? Cause I read my comments. I do indeed. The art of recovery. Now, I'm not just talking about the recovery of anything or broken this or broken that. I'm talking about recovery from failure, right? Like from failing when you fall and you hit rock bottom and you don't know how to get back up. You don't even feel like you can get back up. Like you failed. You feel like you're a failure. You feel like your moms, your dads, your cousins, whoever, your peoples, your teachers, they look down on you because you're a failure, right? Right? Do you feel like you're a failure? Let me ask you that. Do you feel like you're a failure? Well, you're not, okay? You're not. In fact, you are hitting one of the main points to be successful, right? Because we hear this a lot, but I don't think we actually understand it and put it inside of us, right? Personal experience is very valuable, okay? So things that you go through, they make you stronger. They make you wiser. They give you wisdom. They give you strength, okay? They give you integrity. They give you all of these things, these characteristics, right? Because God prepares you. God puts you through certain things to build your character, okay? So if you failed, 9 times out of 10, it's because it's meant to happen to build you, okay? Now, yeah, it can tear you down, and yeah, it can make you feel like you're nothing, not good enough, all of these depressing words and things like that, right? But you're not a failure. You're not a failure. The only time you fail is when you give up, okay? That's the only time you're a failure, is when you give up, when you stop trying, when you settle. When you settle for feeling like nothing, when you settle for rocks in your face, or when you settle for all the dirt thrown on you, when you settle for that, right? That's when you become a failure, when you quit, okay? So I'm going to help you sort of feel like you're not a failure, or sort of help you understand what failing actually is, okay? Okay. So go ahead and like this video. We're going to get straight into it. You know what I'm saying? If you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is Kamaya and I go by KMO, if you didn't know. And I do videos such as vlogs, self-love, songs here and there, different, all types of things. It's just my life and my journey and my experiences and things like that. I'm just now becoming more vulnerable to talk about certain things, maybe share story times and things like that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I have came a long way, and I know you have as well. And if you want to stay, I'm cool with that. I love you and I appreciate it. All right. So I Googled failure, right? Felt like recovering from failures, right? And it says, in the face of failure, practice being kind to yourself, right? Now, I'm going to be real with you. In real life, when you feel like a failure, you feel like nothing, why would you be nice to yourself? Why would you speak these positive things to yourself? Why would you do these good things when all you're thinking about is bad? It's negative, right? Why? You wouldn't, right? Right. You wouldn't until you had no choice but to. And you shouldn't end it because someone rejected you, or you didn't pass this, or you didn't do that. Those are things that seem so big but so tiny. It is building your character, okay? It is making you who you supposed to be so that you can get something better, okay? So I'm not gonna lie to you. Practice being kind to yourself. That is true. You're supposed to do that. That's true. But 9 times out of 10, you don't do that when you're going through it, right? At the very beginning, when it first happens to you, you have to feel it. That's step one. Is actually feeling it and actually acknowledging what you don't like about yourself. What just happened? Like, oh, this person did. Wow, I just felt like, wow, my face is in the dirt right now. Like, I'm I'm a failure. You know what I'm saying? You have to acknowledge how you feel. That's one. Then you can practice being kind to yourself. And when you be kind to yourself, that means, as in, instead of saying I can't, I will, I won't, say I can, I will, I must. You know what I'm saying? I must do these things. I must speak positivity to myself. I must wake up and say, you know what? I am beautiful. I am great. I am successful. Say these positive things to yourself, right? Right? So you can't, that's step two though. It's not step one. Step one is feeling it. Step two is actually acknowledging it, and now you can practice, and now you can let it, pull you up instead of pull you down. You know, also recognize that mistakes, and that we're not perfect. No one is, no, listen, when I failed in a situation, right? Because I've failed multiple times. It may not look like it, but I've fallen, gotten back up, fallen, face down in the dirt, hit legs up, neck cracked, all types of fallings, y'all, okay? Okay, now it might not be the worst, and it's not. And I'm grateful for the things that I've been through. But what I'm saying is, when I was going through those things, it feels like you're the only one. It feels like you're alone, right? It feels like no one understands, and it feels like this and that. And you may be right in certain aspects, right? But you're not. There's so many people that fail. You see these successful people, they fail. They falling and getting back up every single day. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Like, the aspects of failure is when you quit, when you stop. You know what I'm saying? That's when you can say, okay, dang, and time done passed, and years done passed, and your life is at that moment. That's when you do that. But if you still got right now, then you are not a failure, okay? Acknowledge that everyone goes through things. Everyone. People don't talk about it. People talk about it. People scream it. Some people whisper it. Some people just don't talk at all. But everyone is going through things, right? No one is perfect. No one is, just making it and making it and making it and making it. No, okay? It's not happening. God is in control of everything, and God is building your character, okay? When you feel like a failure, you need time to yourself, because not only does this feeling bring you that, this feeling brings you all types of words. Like, it can literally make you insecure. It can literally make you, do things that you wouldn't do if it happened greatly and it went perfectly, right? So you have to take time to yourself and acknowledge, okay, what did I do wrong? How can I fix it? You have to have a good attitude about it. After you feel it and all of those things, yes, you have to have a good attitude about it, because you still have a breath in your lungs. Okay? You still breathing. You know what I'm saying? You're still being able to do the things that you want to do. You're still capable of doing the things that you want to do. So believe in yourself, because 9 times out of 10, when things like that happen, it's because we didn't believe all the way, or we didn't have faith, or we didn't trust in God. You know what I'm saying? We didn't believe that we could do it. You know what I'm saying? Or we didn't believe we could have it. because it was just such a big thing, or the person was just so cute, blah, 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 right? But to learn from those mistakes, because especially when it comes to a person, rejection is protection, man. I'm trying to tell you, rejection is protection. I've gotten rejected. I've got rejected from all types of things, right? But when I look back on it, it was a protection. It was God showing me, like, you don't even really know what this is, who this is, what's going on right now. Look, no. Boom. Say like a week or even a month or even a year go by, and then I see something and I'm like, wow. Rejection is protection, yo. So some things aren't as serious to even be called failures or failing. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So just learn from these things. Build and grow from it. Don't let it tear you up, because it will. When you acknowledge that it will, and you really ain't got nowhere else up to go, where are you gonna go? Up. You ain't got nowhere else to go when you hit rock bottom. I don't know if you've hit rock bottom before, but if you've hit rock bottom, like this video and comment, because when you hit that moment, that break, it's either gonna break you or make you. You only up. It's only up from there, and you also build character. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep a positive mindset. You know what I'm saying? Don't dwell on them. Just accept that it happened and it's over. What can you do better? How can you fix yourself, not the situation? It's done and over with. How can you fix if that situation to ever come again? How would you react? How would you be able to do better next time? Okay? And choose to be happy. Choose to love that you failed to be where you are today, right now, or at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, then like I said, it will break you. And time doesn't stop for anyone. Okay? Time doesn't stop for anyone. I had something really big happen. I had just turned 18, right? Really big happened to me, right? And I'm like, what in the world, out of all times, when I just break up with this person, well, not break up, when I just leave these people alone, and I just stop messing with this person, and I'm about to get out of it, I'm about to graduate and everything is just all over, but I'm trying to do better for myself, and boom. I felt like a failure. I felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like I couldn't do and be who I wanted to be, because people around me told me I was a failure. People didn't believe in me, and it wasn't that I didn't even believe in myself. I was listening to that. I was feeding that instead of feeding myself, feeding what I could. You know what I'm saying? And learning from it. And I felt like a failure, y'all. I did, and I didn't think that I could do a lot of things, and I just felt like it was over for me, and that, I couldn't do what I wanted to do or be who I wanted to be. I couldn't be myself. I had to be this and be that just to be where I wanted to be. And it's not true. It's not true, and don't believe in social media failures or what other people's failure definition means. Don't ever go for that. Don't ever go for, failures of what someone else thinks is a failure. Go off of what you think. Believe in what your thoughts is. If this is the thing, if you wake up, right, or you go to sleep, or you're at work, or you're somewhere and you're doing something, and you have a thought, that little voice in your mind, right, or in your gut, that says, why am I here? What am I doing? This sucks. I don't like this. I'd rather be doing this. I'd rather be doing that. Why am I here? Like anything like that, y'all. Like, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but because the voice will tell you. The voice will tell you. Your intuition will tell you, okay? So if you get something like that and it's telling you, like, you don't like where you're at right now, you don't freaking love where you're at right now, and you're not satisfied, it's because most times out of 10 you feel like a failure and you're not doing what you know you should be doing, okay? So that's just a little, sort of little chat on failing, and how to recover from it. Speak positive thoughts into your mind. When you hear that voice, listen to it. It's trying to tell you what is going on, okay? It's trying to let you know what you're subconsciously thinking and feeling inside, okay? So if you feel like you failed, you have not failed until you have quit, okay? You still have a chance. You still can go make those videos. You still can go be a basketball player. You still can go and, go to college or school if that's what you want to do. You still can, fall in love. You still can have, great relationships, and you still can have that nice car that you wanted. You still can still keep going until you stop, okay? So it's KMO. If you didn't know, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to your girl. And thank God, because really you have to be grateful for where you already came from. See, a lot of times, like, if you're like me, you accomplish a lot of things, but you don't really sit back and, celebrate it, or like, acknowledge like that you just made it through that, so you keep going, and then eventually you get that moment where it's just like, what am I doing? And you feel like you're failing, but you're not failing. You're not failing. You're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing a great job. Don't give up, okay? Don't give up. I love y'all. Stay tuned for the next video. Camo out.